This is something that happened to me after work. The very first thing I noticed was that I was lying somewhere cold. I could hear cars driving past me down the highway, but I couldn't move or open my eyes. Gradually, it felt like I was becoming more and more distant from my body and senses. I started to lose one sense after another. The first to go was my vision. You know when you close your eyes and see a dark TV static? I didn't even see that. All I could see was pitch black. Next, I lost my sense of touch. I could no longer feel the ground beneath me, the cold wind, or the blood squirting out of my face. My sense of hearing started to fade. The sound of the cars became muffled and then silent. My sense of smell vanished. I could no longer detect the metallic scent of blood or the earthy smell of the ground. Every single sense of my body was slowly leaving, one by one. Once I was dead, or nearly dead. It felt like I was floating in a dark abyss with no forces acting on my body. After what felt like hours, I could see lights far away, like stars with Christmas lights. These lights started getting closer and closer, zooming past me like lasers. After hours of this, it went dark again. After another long while, I saw a model of my entire life in front of me. It was like a physical timeline that I could pinch and zoom in and out of to see the events that happened in my life from beginning to end. I remember it being so detailed. After exploring for a while, I became disinterested and stepped away from my timeline. I soon found myself with the familiar feeling of being a part of everything again. It felt as if the tree down the street was right next to me, and that the strangers on the other side of the world were close too. I was a part of the fabric of space and time again, but instead of interacting with my environment, I was just a spectator. After some time of exploring and observing, I saw these really big towers with meters on them that kept track of aspects of my life, who I am and what I do. The goal seemed to be to fill them all up, either in one or multiple lifetimes, whether here in this body or in another form. Since we have free will, we can do whatever we want. It felt like the soul or spirit we have is definitely separate from our current self, almost like another entity. Now, I think that we really do create our entire reality, every single aspect of our life. What we see, do, and encounter. This includes what we experience after death, like what I saw. I think that's why everyone has different experiences, because we really do have a say in what we experience after. Our soul, or whatever it is, chooses the path